swear. I told Tank. Tank know what's up. You know what I mean? He know what he up against when he fights Shakur or Keyshawn. You know what I mean? He want to fight these guys that everybody in the world know they ain't gonna give him no fight. They not mentally there.
After what Keyshawn just did to Dennis Binnick, we knew it was only a matter of time before the boxing world started talking. However, the loudest voice has been Crawford's, a close friend of Keyshawn. Recently, Terence Crawford didn't hold back when he called out Gervonta Davis on X, urging him to stop being scared and fight.
Like I was telling Bud, it's either you or Keyshawn's gonna get tanked, so the walls are closing in. So awesome.
It's gonna be him though.
It makes sense. He's closer.
Big brother first.
Absolutely.
It's no secret that Shakur and Keyshawn are close with Crawford, so fans see this as Crawford trying to pressure Tank into these fights by targeting his pride. However, this call-out feels more like Crawford playing the role of a hype man rather than issuing a genuine challenge. Keyshawn Davis, though a talented fighter, is nowhere near Tank's radar for a reason. He hasn't exactly been making waves in the boxing world. His performances against Miguel Madueño and Nahir Albright were lackluster, to say the least. And let's not forget the elephant in the room.
Gloves on, you know what I'm saying? And, I've been in the ring with Tank twice already, sparring him. You know what I'm saying? And, if he wasn't the top dog and somebody else was the top dog, I'd be calling that person out. But since he's the top dog, I'm calling you out because I know I can whoop your ass.
Cruz defeated Kesson 4 times in the amateurs and humiliated him at the 2020 Olympics. If Kesson couldn't even beat the guy who made him look like an amateur, why would Tank waste his time? Tank doesn't need to be anyone's charity fight just to help Crawford's gym mate build his name. If Crawford wants Kesson to become a star, he should push him to settle his score with Cruz first. Until then, Kesson...
I would love to fight the face of boxing in the 135 division. I would love to fight light skin, but I just don't. You know who it is. I just think he don't got the balls to fight me. Our characters like...
What really seems to be fueling Crawford's public digs at Gervonta is a recent post from Tank himself. Davis had already taken a shot at Crawford on X, saying, "Y'all really think Crawford is chasing greatness? He's not. That's what he has to do to make decent money." Tank's comment struck Crawford where it hurts. His supposed legacy. Crawford has been pushing the narrative that his move up 2 weight divisions to fight Canelo Alvarez is all about legacy and greatness, but Tank sees right through it. In his eyes, Crawford isn't chasing greatness, he's chasing a payday, and let's be honest, this fight with Canelo is more about Saudi retirement money than anything else. If Crawford truly cared about legacy, why not move up to 168 first and prove himself there?
He's going to be a great fighter.
He's calling for Tank. Now,
he beats Tank.
Yeah, you think so?
Keyshawn Davis beats Tank, in my opinion.
But Crawford wasn't done stirring the pot. In one of his more heated jabs, he came out with this. "Davis, look, I got bigger fish to fry. Grow some balls and fight Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis? Stop being scared. That's probably why you ran your girl over and beat her ass, because you don't got no nuts. And she knows it." That wasn't just a call-out, it was a full-on low blow. Bringing up Tank's past personal issues is the kind of move that turns a boxing beef into an all-out war. If Crawford thought this would shame...
Keyshawn, this new guy, he's 140 pounds, he's not bad.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Davis. That's him right there.
Let's be real. Crawford's frustration might also have something to do with his numbers. His last fight against Israel Madiev reportedly pulled in somewhere between 75,000 to 100,000. Buys, abysmal numbers for someone who's supposed to be one of the best pound for pound fighters in the world. Crawford has never been a pay-per-view star like Tank. Tank's name alone guarantees big buys and packed arenas. Crawford not so much. As for the idea of Tank fighting Shakur Stevenson, don't hold your breath. Shakur might be undefeated, but he's been labeled as boring more times than anyone can count. Gervonta is a showman.
It's two 135 division champions that I would love to fight, you know, but if they got the guts to step in the ring with the businessman, tell them send me a contract or I send them.
Shakur, on the other hand, is the kind of fighter casual fans might fall asleep watching. From a promotional standpoint, Tank would be carrying all the weight. Why would he take a fight where he does all the heavy lifting? For some reason, Eddie Hearn seems to believe he can turn Shakur into a global star. But good luck with that. Maybe Shakur could gain traction in the UK, but in the US, where entertainment standards are sky high, he doesn't stand a chance. In America, you need more than just talent. You need charisma, excitement, and that it factor. Shakur just doesn't.
I mean, you gotta ask him those type questions. Like, at this point, like, y'all can't ask me those questions. I'm not in a position to send him a contract. I'm not in a position to be like, yo, I'm fighting him this year. I'm not in that position yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop asking me those questions. All respect, you know what I'm saying?
No, you good.
And for every interviewer that's gonna watch this, don't ask me that question no more. Ask him that question. When are we gonna fight?
Let's not forget, boxing in the US is a whole different animal. Look at the UK's biggest stars. Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, Conor Benn, and Chris Eubank Jr. They might be household names across the pond, but they don't have the same star power stateside. Making it big in the US takes more than just skill. It takes a rare mix of talent and showmanship, and Tank has both in spades. At the end of the day, Crawford's jabs at Gervonta Davis are just that, jabs. He's stirring up controversy. But Tank doesn't seem interested in playing Crawford's game. He knows his worth and isn't about to let Crawford's protégés build their names off his. If Crawford really wants to make waves, he should focus on his own fights instead of trying to drag Tank into his circle of fighters. Whether it's about legacy, paydays, or pride, the feud between Crawford and Tank is only heating up. But if Crawford thinks shaming Tank will get him into the ring, he might want to rethink his approach. Tank isn't scared, he's just smart. And until Crawford's crew proves they're worthy of stepping into the ring with a star like Davis, all the trash talk in the world won't make it happen. That said, let's put everything on the table. Keyshawn Davis's knockout victory over Dennis Baroni on Valentine's Day sent shockwaves through the boxing world. His fourth-round KO not only solidified his position as the mandatory challenger for the WBO lightweight championship, but
The title's definitely gonna be next 2025. We got big plans for everybody in the boxing world. Hey, Gervonta, knock knock.
this challenge wasn't just bravado. It was the culmination of years of tension between the two lightweights. Their feud, which has played out across social media and in interviews, has become increasingly personal. Keyshawn's trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, has been vocal about his belief that Keyshawn is the man to end Tank's reign as WBA lightweight champion. Gervonta is tailor-made for Keyshawn, McIntyre confidently declared. This fight will play out just like Terence Crawford's demolition of Errol Spence. It's a bold comparison, but one Keyshawn doesn't shy away from. He echoed his trainer's sentiments, saying, "I see myself putting the same beat."
Keyshawn the one that can crack their Gervonta code?
Gervonta can be beat easily, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, we hear you say he could be beat easily. Why?
Yeah, he could be beat easily because he's just a basic type of dude with a lot of power.
Keyshawn believes his youth, intelligence, and power make him a nightmare for Gervonta. "I'm smarter than him, inside and outside the ring. Period," he declared. For Keyshawn, this isn't just talk. It's backed by his performance trajectory. His recent win over Baron Sheik, who had previously defeated super featherweight legend Emmanuel Navarrete to claim the WBO belt, was no small feat. Baron Sheik, an Olympic silver medalist, brought both pedigree and experience to the ring, making him The young star's self-assurance stems from more than just his recent success. Keyshawn sparred with Gervonta twice during his amateur career, experiences that boosted his confidence tremendously. "The first time I sparred him, I was 16. The second time, I was 21, right before the Olympics," he shared. "Those were competitive spars. I wasn't thinking about fighting him at the time, but I knew I had the talent to compete at a high level." Keyshawn's natural ability has been evident from the beginning. Even before he turned pro or earned a spot on the Olympic team, people took notice. I've always been good. People would say, damn, you've got a fire. I didn't just show up one day.
He act like he couldn't get a lot of people in the ring, right? Why didn't he try to get a Edwin De Los Santos? Why wouldn't that be the fight that you want? Since you want to talk bad about me, fight somebody that I fought. Go ahead. And you talk bad about my performance during it, so go outperform me.
Keyshawn acknowledges Tank's knockout power, something that has earned Davis a fearsome reputation. But Keyshawn insists that fans haven't seen his full potential yet. I've got one-punch power too, but I've only had 12 fights, and I've only been fighting at an elite level for 3 of them. You don't even know what I'm fully capable of yet. Keyshawn's rise has been meteoric, and he's not stopping anytime soon. His next fight against Baranek is expected to be another statement-making performance. While Baranek is a formidable opponent with Olympic silver and WBO gold to his name, Keyshawn is confident he will come out on top. Baranek is going to give it everything he's got, Keyshawn said, but it won't be enough. He's 36 years old, and after the beating I'm going to...
How can you, all that's just okay. How can you stop people that can actually hit? No matter all that boxing, you're going to get hit.